Hello everyone. Good morning all. So today we are understanding the difference between store procedure and functions. So first we understand how to create a function and for what purpose function is created and how to create a store procedure. So let's go with the function first. So here I have created one function which is returning the stock level for the product. It means here if you see over here there is a location id is there which is 6 and which is retrieved from the product inventory table, and now we have declared one variable which is integer and that is ret, and now we are doing the sum of quantity from the production dot product inventory table where product id equal to at the rate product id, right? And that product id is actually declared over here in the definition of the function which is also integer. Now so it is returning the quantity of the whatever whichever the product id we are entering, and based upon the location id equal to 6, and suppose that product id is not available in the location id equal to 6, then it is returning null, and at that time we are returning ret equal to 0, right? And return ret. So now let's, I have already created this function. Now I will show you the data. So here let's see with the product id equal to 358. So in the 358 there are total three product id are there, right? Three product id with 358 value is there. Now we have to check the location id. So location id 6 is available, and we need to retrieve the quantity of that location id wise product id, right? So that is 214. So when I execute this function, and basically we can execute the function in the select statement of the sql. We cannot directly write like we are executing the store procedure, right? We cannot directly write execute this function name and the parameter, so it will throw an error, right? So we have to write it in the select statement, the function name and then parameter name. So here 214 is there, right, which we have already seen over here, which is this one, right? 358 location id 6 and quantity is 214. That is only thing is doing over here in this function, right? So now let's enter something else like this one. So there might be no value, right? Now if I enter this product id over here in the select statement of the function parameter, then let's see what it is returning. It is returning 0, right? Because there is no such value is returning in this particular select statement. That is why it is returning 0, right? So normally we are using the function at the time of doing some kind of repetitive calculations, or we can say that if we want to calculate the tax of all the employees, then profit of all the products, like it that kind of mathematical calculations we are creating the store function. And one more thing, we cannot write the insert update and delete. We cannot write that, we will see in the differences anyway. but still I want to tell you we cannot write DML statements like insert, update and delete into the definition of the function. That can be possible in stored procedure, not the function, right? Now let's see the example of the store procedure. This is a very simple example. We are just displaying the information of any of the particular employee ID. So we have the uh, EMP table, select star from EMP. Let me show you the data. So EMP ID, EMP name, salary and manager ID column is there, right? Now I just want to print the name and salary of a particular employee ID, like, right? So I have taken the two parameters in the declare, two variables in the declare statement, name and salary, and then I am setting the value of name and salary based upon the employee ID we are entering at the time of execution of the store procedure, right? Now all this thing is simple. Select EMP ID from EMP, where EMP ID equal to at the rate EMP ID. Now we are just printing the employee name is at the rate name and employee salary is at the rate salary. It means we are printing the name and salary of a particular employee. So let me show you the execution block. I am executing the store procedure, display info with variable, or we can say that parameter 1 means it will display the employee ID 1 information. If you see this table, then employee ID 1 is her sheet, and that is showing over here only, right? Which salary is 1 lakh. So this is the example of store procedure. Over here we can write the DML statement, right? Now let's see the differences between the store procedure and function. So function must return a value, whereas store procedure may or may not return a value, right? Will allow only select statement, it will not allow to use the DML statement that we have seen over here, right? In the function we cannot write the insert, update and delete over here. In the definition can have select statements as well as DML statements such as insert, update and delete and so on. It will allow only input parameters, doesn't support output parameters. It can have both input and output parameters. It will not allow us to use try catch block. For exception handling we can use a try catch block. So in the function we cannot use like begin then try, then we can handle some kind of catch in the block for the exception purpose. We cannot write it in the store function, but we it is possible in terms of store procedure to handling the exception. Then one more thing is transactions are not allowed within functions, whereas can use transactions within store procedure. So what is the meaning of that? So if there are multiple select statements are over here, right? Then anyway we are not writing the DML statements over here, right? So there is no need to use a transaction over here. But in store procedure, suppose we can do over here like begin tran, then we will do some select or update data, then again commit, then again we can write begin tran, then again specify some delete statement, then commit, right? Which is possible over here. Whereas we can use only table variables. It will not allow using temporary tables. Can use both table variables as well as temporary tables in it. Store procedures can be called from a function, whereas store procedure can call functions. So that means we cannot call a store procedure inside a function, which is not possible. We cannot write over here like execute some store procedure, which is not possible. Whereas in function store procedure, we can write like this: select at the rate function name and parameter, which is possible, right? So that it is telling only functions can be called from a select statement, right? Which we have already done over here. We have called the function in the select statement only, right? This is call, we can say that calling of a function. Whereas store procedure can be called with the execute command. Procedures can be called with the execute command, as well as we can write the store procedure in the select, where, having, and so on statements, right? UDF can be used in join clause as a result set, whereas procedure can be used in the join clause. So as we are calling the store function in the select statement, that also can be called in the join statement of the SQL as well. So thank you so much, everyone. We will meet again with the new questions and so many scenarios and so many case studies as well as projects. If you find this video helpful, please do press the like button, do comment, subscribe, and share as much as possible. Thank you.